Hi, welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot, and today I am going to be doing the reading for Virgo, the zodiac sign of Virgo, for January 2021. Sorry about the mix-up on the dates yesterday. I caught a couple hours of sleep. I haven't had much sleep in the last couple of days. So, let me see. This is going to still, even though it's a zodiac reading, it's still going to be a general collective reading, just a lot smaller portion of the general collective. So, the same rules apply. If it resonates with you, take it with you. It's for you. And if it doesn't, then, leave it for someone else. You may find in a few days that you start thinking about it and it's like, well, wait a minute, this is starting to happen. And it's because this is fortune telling. We're actually telling the future and giving spiritual guidance and advice. And so sometimes it happens. I mean, later on it'll start to resonate with you 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, 20 years. Doesn't matter. Readings are timeless. They're meant for you whenever you find them. And so sometimes you'll find them early. And then it'll prepare you. You'll start, as things start to happen, you'll start thinking. And it also gives you a place where you can go back and re-watch it. You can review what was said. And you're more than welcome to come back and re-watch videos on my channel. I think I've worked most of the kinks out. I still have a few. With Patreon. So you can join me over there for the extendeds. Okay. All right. That being said, let's get the disclaimers out of the way too. If you are under the age of 18, I have full frontal nudity on some of these cards, although most of them don't have any sexual connotation. By YouTube standards, if you're under 18, you shouldn't be on this channel. Now, to be quite honest with you, on my standards, I usually don't read for anybody under the age of 18 for personal reasons, unless it's an extreme measures, and even that's been very, very rare. Okay, so let's get started. Oh, sorry, it's coffee time. There we go. I'm starting with the the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Okay, I still pre-shuffle my cards so you don't have to listen to a lot of shuffling. And you have Bobcat Spirit. Life is a mystery. Poor Libra. I did accidentally mislabel the labels on the videos yesterday. I was very tired. I work a lot. And right now there's just, it's hard to find people right now to work. So I spend a lot of time at work, and then I work to get these out. So if they're not, I try to put them on somewhat of a schedule. We're behind now because I did the yearlies, but I felt like it was important for everybody to have the yearly readings. So, especially after 2020. So, your other card is to take charge with authority. There we go. And let's get one more from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. Okay. And I do Oracle messages because they are important in and of themselves. They're very powerful messages. But they seem to work in conjunction with the tarot portion of the read. Wow. Unleash the wild within. Okay, so when I do the tarot portion, it's like they amplify or point out different parts of the reading that they want to focus on, that Spirit wants to focus on. Okay, so I'm doing a 5-position spread. We have the past, the present, the future, the advice from Spirit, and the most probable outcome if you follow Spirit's advice. Okay. So the first card is in the past position. And this is the Ace of Swords. This is a new beginning. Okay. This is clarity. This is Arthurian ideals. This is integrity, honor. But it's clear thinking. It's still a sword, and it's still about the thought processes. And I mean, it's given to you from spirit. It's touching the sun. It's a double-edged sword too. So be careful how you wield it. You should, that's where the integrity and the honor comes in. You wield it fairly, with integrity and honor. Okay. At present, you're presenting as the mother. The mother is... This card represents, in Celtic, that would be the queen, the goddess of the harvest. If you notice, the wheat's not completely harvested in the field. I think it's on this side. The wheat's not completely harvested in the field. She has a scythe by her throne, indicating that, you know, she does bring the harvest in. She makes the harvest. She plants it. She is responsible for all life, all birth, and all living things. And she's abundant. Okay? And if you look, the river of life flows at her feet. She has 1 foot on the water and she has 1 foot on the land. That means she provides for both. She's Gaia. She's Mother Earth. The river in this deck is considered this is the Celtic tarot deck, by the way, is considered the river of life. And she's dropping acorns in the river. She doesn't need them where she's at. But they're going to flow downstream, and they're going to embed finally into land at some point. And that's going to provide mighty oaks, which will in turn produce more acorns, which will produce mighty groves of oaks. Okay, which will, you know, be good for the land, and it'll be good for the people. Okay, she's pregnant. If you are not wanting to have any children at this point, it would be a good idea to when this card comes up. It's also a symbol of fertility. It is a good idea to take precautions. She's sitting, her throne is a phallic symbol. Okay? So you're being presented as somebody that found clarity, and now you are very abundant, and you share those resources with others. You're not hoarding them. Okay? In your future, you have communication coming in. Okay? Sometimes the Eight of Wands, they consider it the Cupid's arrows, but it's not always about love. It's I mean, it could be just communication coming in. Sorry about the coffee, but I got some sleep, but not a lot. All right, so advice from Spirit, please. Can Libra have some advice from Spirit? Please guide my hands. Please guide my hands. Okay, you got 2. So you have the 7 of Shields. And these two are masters at magic. They're master magicians. They were they're nephews of Math, who was also a master magician, who is portrayed now as the King of Shields in this deck. Okay. Anyways, they are manifesting something. And what they're manifesting, well, actually, they're manifesting someone. Okay? They're manifesting something. So, I'm going with, since you're coming out as abundant and clarity, that you are manifesting something for your future. And whatever happened in the past prior to that ace, you're moving away to calmer waters. You're moving away to smoother waters. There's a popular reader on YouTube that calls this Paradise Island, and I think he's right. Okay, because you see the dawn's coming up. The dawn of a new day. You're going into smoother waters, and they're headed, it looks like they're headed for that island. And, you know, I mean, most people consider the islands to be peaceful and idyllic and beautiful and calming. Okay, so that's your advice from Spirit, and I think that's what it's telling you to do, is to start manifesting your future. You have the abundance. You have the ability to do it. You have the clarity, and you'll be getting messages soon, whether it's from Spirit or from someone. And Spirit's advice is to manifest and put yourself to calmer waters where life is easier. Okay? There's a new day dawning. All right? And the most probable outcome, if you follow Spirit's advice, is the Two of Cups. And with the Two of Cups, that typically is bringing in love. That's just it. It's typically romantic love. It can be self-love, and it can be love of children, or unconditional love. Okay, but it is bringing something in. So, since we don't know exactly what it is, that's the part where Bobcat Spirit is like, life is a mystery. You're in that in-between time. You're building something. And that's the time that you're supposed to enjoy it. And it's telling you to take charge with authority. Okay, so this is your life. Manifest what you want. Bring your own peace. Okay? Move towards calmer waters. If you're in a place where you're not happy, then, determine what you need. But take a walk on the wild side. Because she is telling you to unleash with the wild within you. That means do what you want. You have to have integrity. I think that's what that's about. You have to do this with honor. You can't just be running amok and hurting people. It's just talking about unleashing that wild part in you. Go do those things that you always wanted to do. Build those things that you always wanted to build. You have a dream. And this one, at the bottom of the deck, is the Seven of Cauldrons, which is options. You have lots of options opening up for you. I see in this card a lot, or this kind of thread right now, and I'm seeing a lot of transitioning and rebirth coming out of 2020. And that's a very, very good sign. Okay, so I am going to clarify these cards with the Marchetti Tarot Royale. Okay, and so we have the Six of Pentacles. And this is being in balance. And it's telling you, this was in the past, so it's telling you you need to watch your money. You need to know what you're giving to. This is abundance to the point where you can give to charities, but make sure you know why. Because you're just tossing coins out there to make you feel better. That's not working. If you, if you're giving equal parts to people that are not in equal need, then, you're not doing it right. Like, this guy might need $20 to make it to the end of the week, and the other person may have lost everything and have nothing. That $20 may help them, but, there's a disparity in what you're giving. There's also the old adage of, be conscious of what you're giving and why you're giving it. But you bought your child a computer, but what they really needed was your time. Okay, so be aware of that. Be aware of what you're giving and why you're giving it. Okay, and do know that you are not bound, and that is definitely where this is coming into effect. You're not bound. That's a mental anguish thing. That's mental. You have clarity. Use the clarity to understand that you're not bound. You can take the blindfold off. Those chains can be cut with those swords, and there's more than enough room for you to walk away. You can walk away, okay? Because you can be abundant. You are abundant. And you may not see it, but you will, okay? And that, again, is where you need to take charge with authority. The mother might be kind, caring, loving, and nurturing, but you can bet she's an empress. She is going to take charge with authority. Okay? So, keep that in mind. Alright. Can we have clarification for the empress? Okay, I mean for the mother. Again, you are the empress. You are the abundance. You are from where the gifts come from, where life comes. And so that's a double whammy. Be very cautious about becoming pregnant if you are not wanting to have children at this time. Okay? And this can be read two ways. Okay? This is called the sneaky card because he snuck in there and he's stealing the enemy's weapons. But he's looking back in regret also because he had to leave those two swords behind. And the ultimate thing is those two swords may be the ones that kill him, because when they wake up, they're going to come after him. Okay, I know that's very graphic, and I don't think that's going to happen in life, but he is looking back with regret. Now, that's fine and dandy. You can look back with regret, but if this is you, or you may be needing to leave because somebody's sneaky, because if you feel bound, that may be somebody that's being sneaky, and you don't know how to handle it. And again, how to handle it is to take charge with authority and unleash that wild woman within you. Okay? Because you can bet an empress does whatever she wants to, when she wants to, and how she wants to. Okay? So you're going to get communication soon, and that is going to cause not real death. It causes a transformation. Death is always a sign of transformation, and with the transformation, it ends a cycle. Okay? And then what happens is you go into this period, this restorative period, and then you're reborn. It's like going into the chrysalis if you're a caterpillar, and then you're reborn. Okay. Oh, yeah. A star is born. Yes, yes, that song is floating around in my head right now. It's going to be stuck in there all day. So that's wish fulfillment. So you're going to get communication. You're going to end this cycle, but you're going to get your wish fulfillment. Whatever it is that you've wished about and dreamed about, you're going to be able to make it, because you're the empress. I mean, you have this is tantamount to the emperor, you know, and that's technically a matched couple. Okay, so you're going to be able to manifest whatever it is that you want. That's what the next card is about. Okay, so be very clear about your intentions, what you want, and what you want to set. That goes back to the clarity. Okay, so you need to take a little bit of time and get in the hangman's position, so to speak. And that's the crane position that the Druids used to use, okay? It's like a meditative stance, okay? And get a higher perspective. Get a higher perspective on what you want. And so you can set your intentions very clearly. This is not, well, she might, maybe, and we could we... No, they're very clearly setting exactly what they want, okay? And manifesting it. And that's where you have to have clarity and do things with honor and integrity, because they created a person. and they had honor and integrity when they did it. They meant well, but it did cause problems later on. She caused a lot of problems later on because they couldn't control her. Okay, speaking of not being able to control her, so manifest what you want, because you can present. You are presenting as the Queen of Swords. You need to cut things that look what's in your hand. Okay, that's Excalibur. You're wielding the truth. You're wielding power. You're coming and you're following your intuition. Okay, now she's guarded, but she's coming in peace, because look at all the doves. She's coming in peace. She's got light all around her. Okay, so she's coming in peace and clarity. This is somebody that doesn't really use their emotions to make decisions, but she does have emotions. Okay, but she's very clear and concise, and she's very quick to cut things away that do not suit her or serve her. Okay, and you're going to have that ability, and that goes with unleashing that wild woman. Okay. In other words, she's coming in peace, but she's prepared for war. If you want to bring it, she's not the one to play with. And you're going to have to kind of maybe embrace that in the future. You have to be strong. And you are moving, and that will move you to calmer waters. Okay? And then you're going to take the fool's journey. You're taking that leap of faith. And that will bring you to calmer waters and bring you happiness. And since the next card is the Lover's card, it's giving you ultimate happiness. So I would consider that relationship very clear, or very carefully. It could be the one that makes you happy. Okay. And then Temperance, but you're going to have to be patient. Be patient with others and be patient with yourself. You have a lot of options. You have a lot of options. And you have strength. You have the strength to do whatever you need to do in this life. Whatever you want to accomplish. Make sure it's for the greater good. Okay? And you're going to do... Oh, wow. Well, I got two that came out to clarify that. And one is you're going to have justice. So, whatever you were embroiled in the past, you gained clarity on it and you walked away from it. Or you are in the process of walking away from it, because this is all going to come about because you walked away. Because you walk away. Okay? And that will help you gain clarity. You are abundant. You will get communication. Your wishes are going to start coming true. You're going to be able to, you're going to learn how to manifest the things you want to. You're going to take that leap of faith, okay, with love, and it will bring you your ultimate happiness. You just have to be patient with the process. You have a lot of options. You have strength, you have justice, and it's all because you walked away. You walked away from this energy right here. The Nine of Swords, the Eight of Swords. This is straight up mental anguish, and you have to walk away from it. Okay? The anguish. Okay? You have to walk away from the mental anguish. Okay. That's a great reading. I mean, it's beautiful cards. Alright, let me pull a couple of Archangel cards from the Archangel Oracle deck. And then it says you have gifts from God. It's Archangel Sandalphon. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. Okay. So it's there. You just have the clarity. You have to have the clarity to see it. And you have to have that wildness to take it. And it's telling you, remember who you are. Archangel Michael, you are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. And you are very loved. There we go. And leadership is the next one. It's Archangel Gabriel. It's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. Okay. And there goes that goes right back to the Empress energy and the Mother energy. Okay. So I hope you liked the reading. If you did, please hit like, subscribe, and share. You would not believe how much it helps the channel grow. And this is a young channel, so if you click the bell icon, you get notifications every time I upload new videos too. I'm going to try to do an extended on Patreon. You're more than welcome to join us over there. I'll provide a link in the thing below, in the comments below. If you aren't going over there, that's okay too. Light and love. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I hope it helps you work through whatever you need to work through. Happy New Year, and I'll see you soon.